Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. We're going to be doing a look at what this energy is for this Scorpio and having Aries in your sixth house. That being the house of health, the house of who you work with, being able to set your own boundaries in those areas. Let's take a look at what the Moonology has to say about that. Um, I'm very, I'm very thinking ahead about the fact that the 12th house for you is where Libra would be. And that is very much about um, mental health, being in seclusion, and some of the things that you've had to release from that area of your life. Very interesting energy. Let's take a look. Minology. Wow, emotions are running high, supermoon. This Aries full moon is a supermoon. Very, very strong. It's got the traditional ruler Mars is in square to the sun and moon. And Mars is ruling this eclipse because the moon is going to be in Aries, and Mars rules Aries. So you should have a pretty good feel of this energy because not only does Mars rule your chart, so does Pluto, and Pluto right now is in Capricorn. So that's kind of a odd energy for you there, but we do have this grand cross going on. So emotions are running high, and especially with Scorpios, because you have the unique distinction of being the sign that feels the deepest when it comes to emotions. I've heard it said that Scorpios feel things so deep that the poets do not have the words to write about that description. So what else do we have here? Emotions are running high. People are going to be angry. People are going to be ouchy. People are going to be frustrated. And a lot of people won't understand why. Okay. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. I think this is going to be very true for you because that Libra, the things that have been leaving your life in that 12th house of privacy, hidden enemies, um, mental health. I think that you're getting that energy of, you've been figuring things out. And this being the health axis, it's very important to get that balance. And for you being Mars ruled, what I would say coming up for the next couple months and now through Christmas is just going to be not fun at all. You need to physically move. You need to release some of that energy of Mars um, from your body so that you don't have all of a sudden things build up and build up and build up and then you blow up, right? The other thing is that your chart ruler Mars is in Cancer. And a lot of times, I know people, oh, that's, it's the least place that it likes to be. I know a lot of people that have Mars in Cancer. And actually, it's not that bad. The reason that this is really tough is because Mars is slowing down and it's going to have that retrograde. So it's a completely different ballgame in regard to that. Mars does not like to be slowed down at all. So to have this going on in the area of Cancer, which is family and tradition and ancestors, this is really breaking down those hidden things that were family trauma in your chart, that 12th house, hidden family trauma, things that other people didn't see, right? So personal issues are going to reach a resolution. And I think that you'll find this is going to be very activated all the way through Christmas and probably well into January. But I think it'll be rougher around Christmas because at that same time, Mars goes retrograde and Mercury goes retrograde in Sagittarius. So let's take a look here. Hold your vision. Fixed moon energy. You are a fixed sign. So I think you need to set an intention. We do have the Scorpio new moon coming up. I would say start there. for your intention setting with regard to how your emotions are going to be handled coming up. I think this is really going to be important for you. I think you need to realize that you have to know how you want the outcome to be. And if that means that you're stepping into your own personal power and how you run your daily life in order to have better health, because you need to release toxic family patterns and get out of that energy. I mean, I really feel this is a deep, deep healing that's available to you. I just feel like there's so much energy and emotion, and Mars being square to this energy, and Mars is coming into an opposition with Pluto. So the traditional ruler and the modern day ruler. So you are going to have so much energy going on for you in this. I think it's probably yours is one of the harder signs it's going to have to be dealing with this. So it's important for you to physically move and also get some kind of grounding energy in, whether that is getting out in nature, walking with trees around you. Um, and for you, one of the things I would suggest, if it's cold where you are, do candle gazing. That's fire energy. And you could that's Mars. You can deal very well with that. Or, if you have a fireplace, just watching that is in itself a form of meditation. People have been doing it for millions of years, right? So let's take a look at this energy underneath. Emotions are running high, supermoon. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that for you. Boy, it knows where it wants to go, doesn't it? This is Pisces energy. This is moon energy. Such deep feeling emotions. So very watery energy here. And of course, Scorpio being a water sign, you have to learn which wolf to feed. You have to learn which wolf to feed, right? I realize this as a Gemini that I'm a nice person till I'm not. Scorpio is the same way. Um, they're a great friend, but do not treat them badly, right? Um, it's a hard energy. It's a hard energy to go through. I keep feeling that for you. A personal issues reaches resolution. Yeah, and I think a lot of that has to do with family. A lot of that has to do with family. You might have bad dreams. You might have, things are just going on in your brain constantly, and you do need to do things to quiet that out, right? Or you're just going to get to the point where you're going to explode all over someone who doesn't deserve it. Someone's going to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and they don't deserve that, right? So really try and siphon off that energy. It's kind of like releasing a safety valve, for you. Hold your vision. Hold your vision. You can do this. You can get through this. And I would say, because this is the 10 of Cups, and 10 of Cups is completion for this, hold your vision. If you want to get through this whole learning experience of Mars retrograde, um, and this is I believe this is the last full moon where Pluto is in Capricorn. So there are big things breaking right now. And a lot of that can be um, very alive in your chart. So the idea is you're going to come through with emotional fulfillment, but you're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to put into practice multiple ways of handling this energy. Again, physicality and grounding. And also finding the right tribe that you can feel has your back. I would say that too. All right, what else? What else do we have here? Page of Cups. So underneath the moon. Oh, this card. What is this? This card was just laying there, And I thought, okay, this needs to be the underside. What is going on? Death and rebirth. This is Pluto. Death and rebirth. Because I just picked up the deck, and this was the card that was sitting on the very bottom of the deck. So this is meant for you. This is a message. This can be a completely transforming time. And you know, Pluto is Darth Vader being your fairy godmother. It makes things messy. It breaks things apart. It breaks things down and gets them out of your way, because you may have been in stuck energy, and if you keep trying to get around Pluto, Pluto just makes it worse. It gets worse. So go with the energy and work through it. And I really think that next spring is going to be really amazing when you get that full moon in Scorpio energy. I think that's great energy from that new moon coming up in Scorpio, and then the completion in 6 months in Taurus time when you get the full moon in Scorpio. I think you're going to, if you set the intentions and work through things, it's going to be such a huge transformation and freedom for you. So much freedom, because you have Taurus in that 12th house. I mean, sorry, I'm goofing myself up, but you do have Uranus is in Taurus, right? And that's the opposite sign from you. Uranus is freedom. If you have anything at those late degrees, it's pretty strong energy. So that's this underlying energy in the deck. That's pretty strong. This is meant for you. This is you getting what you need. The High Priestess. Um, that's very Cancer energy. But what I really like about the High Priestess is she does have that sense of Scorpio energy where she keeps things in. She doesn't have to like talk about it, right? Um, she believes she can keep a secret. So can a Scorpio, although you do like to find out other people's secrets. This is that energy of a personal issue reaches its resolution. And this is you finding your place, your space, your calmness, your ending. I like that energy. I do. I really like that energy. Um, and so this underneath here, um, the first message I got when I picked this up is like, but what will people say if I change all this stuff about what's going on in my life? I didn't know if Scorpios cared that much about other people's opinions. That's news to me. Um, it matters. Your mental health and your physical health matter, because if there's things that have been hidden from your past, it affects your relationships. We learn our relationships when we're young, and some of us did not learn the right stuff, right? So I do want to go to this Kuan Yin deck and get a reading, just get a card for you from here, because Kuan Yin is very much like Earth Mother energy, and I wanted that sense of grounding. Or actually, I got the message that it's well. This sounds like this is you. I look down at the card, and it's like Princess of the Autumn Harvest, right? I love this. So, Princess of the Autumn Harvest brings gifts of bounty and blessing for efforts and actions of the past. It is a time when the fruit of your labors is ripe for the picking. A beautiful blessing is on its way to you now. With gratitude in your heart, you will recognize the blessing when it comes to you, and it will serve you perfectly. Be open to receive it, knowing it is justly deserved. I do think that you've got blessings coming towards you. Anybody that's having to do this much hard work, There is blessings coming in for you. And I think that you need to trust in the fact that you balancing out this energy for yourself is going to help you in every area of your life, with relationships, with your health, with your getting away from the lack mentality, because that's part of that too. That, you know, if you have a bad personal esteem, and I think this is what this is saying, that you've been trained not to believe in yourself. This is all going to be changing. You just have to be brave enough to step out there and do the work. But I think Pluto's on your side in this. So I will see you soon. Bye.